Hi everyone, so I am doing my hair again today. I am straightening it this time, and I wanted to film a little video. I've gotten some requests to do maybe some story times while I'm doing my hair, and I want to tell my favorite story of my mom who passed away. Who passed away on very recently on April 22nd. She was the most incredible person you could ever imagine, and I was so blessed to have such an amazing relationship with her, because there are people in this world that don't have that kind of relationship with their parents, and so I'm very blessed that I was able to not only have an incredible mom, but I was also blessed that she was my best friend. And I could genuinely say that we were each other's best friend. Of course, we had other best friends, but she was my favorite person in the whole world, and I miss her a lot, but I have a lot of great memories, and she was the funniest person in the world. She was hilarious. She was so sweet and so kind to so many people, and she would always be that person who would serve you before she would serve herself. And I know a lot of moms are like that, but my mom would do that for everybody. Even if you were the meanest person on the planet, she would serve you, and she would do so with a smile on her face. So she was the best, and I really hope to continue to spread love and joy like she did. Anyways, so my favorite story of my mom had to have been when so one night we were sleeping, of course, or I thought she was sleeping, but I was sleeping, and I woke up. She woke me up at like 11 o'clock at night. It was, she usually, her bedtime was like this girl had a bedtime. She was in bed at 8 o'clock always, and I would say asleep by at least 9 to 9:30. But she, especially as she got older, she was very, very sleepy, loved her sleep, and honestly, I don't blame her, because I also love my sleep. But she woke me up at 11 o'clock at night out of a dead sleep and asked me if I wanted to go to San Francisco. And I honestly thought I was dreaming. And I said, what? What? And she said, do you want to go to San Francisco? I was like, I guess. And not knowing that she meant like right now. So she said, okay, get up, let's go to San Francisco. And I was so confused, because she was not one of those people to just, since I've, been born, that she was not one of those people to just wake up in the middle of the night and decide to just go drive somewhere. And San Francisco is, I would say, about 2.5 hours away from where I live. So it wasn't like down the street, you know. So, you know, we definitely, usually when you go to San Francisco, you have to kind of plan to go to San Francisco. But I didn't really mean I didn't think she meant right that minute. And so, but crazy enough, I got up and got ready, and we drove to San Francisco at 11 o'clock at night, and we snuck onto the beach because the ocean is our favorite place in the whole world. A lot of people really like the mountains or the forest, but my mom and I, we really enjoy the ocean. That's our favorite place. And so we went down to the beach, and I wanted to get closer so that I could hear the sound of the ocean closer and just feel the sand on my feet, and you know, just be right up there on the shoreline. And she wanted to stay up more, you know. And it was very dark because it was like at that point like 2 a.m. And I went down to the shore, and she wasn't gonna let me because I'm her only child, and she was very protective of me, which I appreciated. But I went down there anyways, to the shore, right next to the water, and I was able to, you know, I recorded the ocean sounds because the sound of the ocean is just, it's incredible. And so I definitely loved that. And then all of a sudden, my phone died, and I was still down by the ocean in the pitch black. So I didn't realize that my phone had died, but I started walking back up to shore after, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. And my mom freaked out and was like, "Where have you been? Where were you? I tried to call you." And I had to tell my mom that my phone died and that I'm so sorry that my phone died. And so she was obviously in a panic because she couldn't see me from where she was. And I just wanted to go hear the ocean. So it was hilarious. I guess it was one of those stories where you have to be there, but it was an incredible trip. And we stayed in San Francisco for, I would say, about maybe 4 hours. But it was really fun, and I'll always remember the time that my mom woke me up at 11 o'clock at night to drive down to San Francisco. It was incredible. That's my favorite. It was one of my favorite stories of my mom. And there will definitely be more because I have a lot of stories. That woman was absolutely incredible. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.